Hi there, Cyber Army. Cybermaster here with another Pony Wars video. I believe I wasn't really too clear on how to get to the rules, so I'm just going to show you how to now. Alright, you have your Pony Wars deck box. Well, you could flip it to the back, and you have a QR code right here, along with a little blurb about the Twilight conflict. Anyway, this QR code will take you to the rules. You got one on the back, and you got one on the side of the box. If you don't want to do it that way, which personally I think is easier, just take out your phone, hover over the QR code, tap it, it brings you right to the rules site. But if you want to go old school, you can go to the website, and I will show you how momentarily. PonyWarsCCG.com, hit enter. Brings you to the main page. You got the rules and the store right here. We're going to click on the rules. It's going to bring you to another page. Then you click here for the rule book, and it'll bring you to a PDF file, which is 11 pages. Here's the table of contents. You got your intro, deck construction, the card types, board layout, zone setup, the different phases, which will probably come in handy if you're trying to learn the game. All right, here we go. All right, this is how the initial board layout's gonna be. You have your hero on the bottom. You can have your artifact or artifacts next to your hero on either side. You're gonna have 3 land cards, or as they like to call it, garrison cards. And up on your front line is your units that you use to attack the other player with. As for the court, these are like your standby creatures. And of course, you have your deck zone off to the side. All right, here are the different card types. You have, this is your hero card. This is your main backbone to your deck. You're going to need one for every deck. Here's what a garrison card looks like. Have your little description on the bottom. Here's what a close-up of a unit card or a militia looks like. Same thing with an epic. For every 20 cards in your deck, you're allowed 1 epic of your choice. And you could have up to 3, I believe, artifacts, and they look like this. Here's what a tactics card looks like. These are what the spell cards look like. All right, now on page 9, I believe, we get into the nitty-gritty. There's really no upper deck limit, but you need to have at least 7 cards in your deck: 1 hero, 3 locations, and 3 militia. Phases of a turn. If you're going resupply phase, your hero resets with your standing. Everything resets essentially. And player at the start of the turn with the highest standing becomes the active player. Then you draw the maximum hand size. Your hero card actually determines your hand size, which is kind of cool actually. So I guess the stronger your hero, the more cards you'll have at your disposal. Main phase. The active player may perform any or one of the choice listed below. Once they do, the next player becomes the active player. So essentially, each player gets one action, and then it volleys to the other player, and it keeps going like that until a conquest phase where the players try to attack and defend each other. And if one player can't defend against an attack, the conquest phase is over. Damage calculation or shield damage, whatever you call it, to the hero is wiped out, and the turn is over. And the cleanup phase is essentially discarding whatever secondary card in your court you didn't use, unless specified otherwise by the card effect. Here's the glossary of terms. Not going to read it all. It's pretty self-explanatory. Locations are those green cards that I showed you earlier. All right, might. Most units have a might score, which is denoted by a cross sword symbol. When making a melee attack, add the attacker's might score to the clash. During the conquest phase, players add the might score of all their frontline units. So essentially, the more frontline units you have, the higher your attack power. And speak of the devil, power calculation is right here. The combined value of all numbers added to each side of the clash is called the power. When a card sets a total power, use the number excluding all modifiers. So I guess that means abilities and spell cards to increase your damage total. There are some cards that have the resurrect ability, which I personally find broken. To resurrect a unit, return it from the graveyard to the front line. And there's apparently a certain number of space on your front line. I don't really know the card limit. My guess is 5 to 6. Right, and you have different traits. All right, and now we're here at the end of the rule book. If you if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, and like always, I will see you in the next video. Cybermaster out.